As a man of refined taste, I appreciate Setta's dedication to the midriff. Makes me sound really weird, doesn't it? Hey, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we went around the world and found out that I missed 2 quests in the process. This time, we're going to take care of at least one of those, as we talk about the homecoming rites of the city.
We should talk about this.
It appears that what we call our 10th term is the same as being 20 years old in the city. Well, not quite the same. Well, that much else I'm aware of, but they had their own version of homecoming. Okay, but this is where they get to go through it without dying, yeah? Yes, for us it was a ceremony which marked the ending of things. But for the people in the city, it's actually a celebration of a beginning. A beginning and an end, one ceremony for 2 completely opposite things. Mental. But still, they have something in common, don't they? They're both celebrations of the fact that people came into being and managed to live their way through life. That's right, and the city has one more meaning. It's also a rite that represents the founders' desires and ambitions being taken up by the next generation. Finishing the 10th term is when they become adults, and they see it as an especially happy event. But the reason it's so special is that even if they make it, they always know a lot of people who didn't. People who died. So it also reminds them of the weight that they carry in that sense, I think. Those that made it into adulthood and those that didn't. You could say it's a dual purpose right then. Ah, it's not too far from us then, huh? We don't get to be adults, but we can still honor their moment of transition. It's like, I know we got a lot to do still, but we could surely wish them the best on the first day of the rest of their lives. Yeah, but rather the homecoming is going to happen this year, is that right? Yeah, I guess there must be a reason for that. Why don't we take a look into how the homecoming ceremony looks in the city? Depending on what's stopping it, we might be able to figure out a way to get it going again. You know what? I'd be buzzed to pitch in, especially for something so important. Alright, now time to unlock the present. Let's go and see what we can see. 6,000 people above their 20th year are likely to have some knowledge of this. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Kryto was a recent adult, right? Yeah, let's try asking him. We'll get the key to a new home. That sadly Shania will never get to experience. I talked a little bit last episode about how I love Shania as a character. So good of a character. And 4 of the information points, we got a lot of potential ones. Sadly, we can't talk to Mazza. We can't talk to Julietta. We do know Julietta is part of one of the homecoming 6 rare families. Thing we need for a homecoming, right? Of course I'll tell you, more than happy to. Well, any information is welcome, but things that would cause a problem by their lack sound like the ticket, yeah? You mean the rites regalia, yeah? Of course. A tree there is, Sephora is its name. From its leaves fashioned certain things, all worn upon the body and the right. Fashion like, do you mean they make it themselves every time? As they're made from plants and growing things, they quickly die and must be renewed. Here in another way, it seems that the effort required in making underlines the importance of the ceremony. The rites regalia are themselves a prayer, and trees from their makers, if you will. The tree is evergreen, you see, and thus its force of life is what we hope to draw. Its meaning is long life, abundance, wealth, these things we hope to gain through its one rite. So we get to hear about the, well, essentially the Laurel Crown. Next stop is Romero. I know this rite of coming home quite well. Next it will be my turn to take yon rite. The wreath of Sephora shall grace my brow. Beg pardon, what is this wreath of Sephora? An honored treasure of the sacred rite, of mental rot it shapes Sephora leaves. For all proofs were once required, but 'tis no more. The simpler rite persists in these dark days. The world outside is hostile as 'tis. The wreath alone itself remains, itself the proof. Its wearer shall be recognized by all. So it's a pretty important hat we're talking about here. Thanks for telling us about it. And that's cute that they talk about they both talk about the same thing. And their hubby and wife. How nice. Garrett. Alright, Garrett. You asking around about the homecoming, right, you say? Yeah, we thought we'd like to know the difference between your ceremony and ours and stuff like that. I guess the main point of the difference is that we're giving someone to live in the residential district. In the city, once you've crossed the threshold of the homecoming, you'll be treated as an adult. Handing over the key to a new property is like a celebration of that. So you gotta live somewhere different once you've become an adult? If you're gonna start a family, it's more or less essential. Nobody really wants to live their whole life in a dormitory, you know. In practice, the homecoming rite can spur people on to settle down with a partner. I see, so the homecoming is a sort of crossroads at which the circumstances of one's environment change. It all sounds like a really big deal becoming an adult. And then there's me, sitting in my room, at my parents' house. All alone. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry, I only disappoint myself. But we can go around. Sadly, Miyabi knows nothing about it. But what can Nappan say? It's not a Nappan, it's Timna. Hey, yo, old rot. Been around a while? You must know about the homecoming. Yes, I suppose I'm short of an expert. Sure, I've celebrated the homecoming of many hundreds of people by now. The ceremony has an extra significance, I think, as a celebration of the time that we took back from Mobius. And of course, it isn't just for the people of coming of age. It's a really good chance for everyone to let off some steam. I see, so it's a fun event for everyone, huh? Not just for the fun, though, you must remember. Everyone at the ceremony gets a key for the new quarters, the symbol of the new independence. If the youngins miss the cue to move out of the dormitories, it's my job to give the bums a gentle smack to get them gone. So they aren't allowed to stay in the dormitories? What we really want them to do is get out there and build a new home for themselves that they want to return to, you see. The reason we fight is to restore the natural way of things for everyone, all people. That's our goal, not simply creating soldiers that live a bit longer. I'd like you to try to keep that in mind. Are Timna and Garrett dating then? That would be a really weird, awkward. That would be a really awkward family reunion when you have Garrett, Romero, Julieta, and Timna. And I mean, they're probably old enough for each other. Though I think Garrett's only like 50-some. 50 or 40, something like that. Roundabouts those age. Wait, Gondor's not experienced her homecoming yet then, in that case, right? Where even is she? Okay, they get their own bit of the city to themselves. Where in the hell are the city folk? Here. There's Gray, Guernica, you. Yeah, no, Gondor's still a ways off from her homecoming. Neat. Oh, that's Travis down there, okay. Who we got here? We got Plain. And Simple. Hey, Plain, I bet you could teach something about homecoming, Yeah, I guess I got a solid enough knowledge of it. Unavoidably so, I suppose. It's the future head of House Ortiz. He one of the 6 houses of the principal managers of the event. Now, to be precise, the Senate handles it. Why so interested in it? You heard the ceremony might not be going ahead this year. We're curious about the reason for that. I see. Well, I don't know if this is the answer to your question, but approval hasn't come down from the Senate yet. Debates around tactical matters have got everything blocked up. It's life and death stuff, so naturally it takes priorities over things that aren't. I infer the following from what you said. If progress could be made without changing priorities, the problem is solved. Sure, that would work. I mean, if it's really possible, that is. We get that little bit and bob of information. Push the button. This is probably the class setup I'll be going into Origin with initially, at least. I'll explore Origin more after we get to post-game as well. Hey Travis, how you doing? Can't you tell by looking? Here, check out the bags under my eyes. That give you a clue? Hardening as it is to see you thriving, we came here with the purpose of putting some questions for you, I'm afraid. Specifically about this year's homecoming in the city. How the preparations coming along? You're really poking at the sore spots here, aren't you? I already heard you've been asking around about that. To be honest with you, things are looking tight for the homecoming. And in case we have a huge military action ahead of us, we can't prepare the right till we have all that under control. I mean, I appreciate that it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I'd love to celebrate it as well, but something's had to give. So once again, we do hear about the military preparation going on. And Krydo. Alright, Krydo, can I beg you about something for a minute? No worries, it's my day off. I can offer you even longer than a minute than if I like. What's up anyhow? Wanna go somewhere else? Oh, nah, Roddy, it's fine. It's nothing major of weird or anything. It's going up to your homecoming pretty soon, yeah? Guess I should say congrats or something? That's what it was. No thanks, I'm touched. If things were a little different, I suppose I'd be inviting you to come along to it. But there are 1 or 2 problems in the way this year, so it's looking like the rite won't take place, I'm sorry to say. About that. So what exactly is the problem this year then? Don't know exactly. Guess just didn't come together maybe? I just got nicked from above, so I don't really pry, but that'd be my guess. You okay with that, though? It's a real big deal of an event, ain't it? Well, sure, but winning this fight we're in is an even bigger deal. There's not much we can do about that. It's a shame, though. I was really looking forward to the banquet. After homecoming, all the new adults usually make food. This year's cohort had some real dab hand cook as well. God, I want to be able to strut my stuff as a chef, too. There's a buffet at this thing. It's the custom to give thanks at the celebration, give and take kind of thing. And then he vanished from existence. Oh no!
This is some story.
But at least very conveniently, we happened to be right here regardless. And we can talk about that. Well, I guess we got a glimpse of all the problem that we need to handle there. First thing we need was, what was it, the wreath of Sephora? So we just need to go and pick a few leaves or something for that, yeah? After we've cut the leaves, we'll need to then fashion them into a crown, too. We'll probably need the help of a craftsperson for that. Then, there's the big banquet afterwards with the food made by the homecomers. That'll take a bit of preparation, too. We'll need to secure somebody to take central responsibility for the entire project. Those with the most complete grasp of the ceremony will be the most promising candidates, I think. Maybe we could ask Plain? He only helped us out with that thing with Toro, and be loath to put any extra burdens on his back. So how that leaves... Travis, perhaps? Yeah, he'd be good. Seems like he has some pull with the Senate as well. Anyway, if he can do it, cool. If we can't, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Just the first order of business is speaking to Travis, then. I'm sure Travis will be thrilled to hear that.
Alright, let's get going.
Time's all wasted. We can go in to visit our BFF. Hello, Travis. I do like Travis. You want me to handle the preparations for the homecoming? Well, everyone's been telling us that it's such an important event. We can't just leave it how things are. I mean, at one time, the homecoming was something very important to us, too. Rocking the threshold, that's a big deal emotionally, man. We couldn't get it done. It cost me years of my life, you know that? Well, you've done it. Sign me up. I've got it covered. The first thing I'm going to need from you is enough Sephora leaves to make enough wreaths of Sephora for the participants. You pick them on day to Lyle. This time around, 20 or so leaves should do it. I'll get the assembly sorted on my side. Just need to pull a few strings with the Senate. Really, we should have gotten approval first before going ahead, but I'll just have to try and talk our way around it. Bet that'll be a cinch for you, Travis. It's not a matter of being able to or not able to do it, Lance. It's more about whether I can take the battering that comes with it. But don't worry yourself too much about such tedious strokes being big, folks. Just handle those leaves, okay? Got it. See you. It's always super weird to think that our people are like 19 or 20. Don't really notice until you see Mio only up to like Travis's collarbone, including the ears. Which add a few extra inches of height, I'm sure. But time to go and search for Sephora. Sadly, not for Saphira. I need to reread Inheritance Cycle again. It was a good book. A good series. I wasn't a big fan of the ending of it, but like, it had to end somehow, so... I hate Data Lyle. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of books I just need to get back into reading in general, but I'm a very busy person. I mean, I am very behind on recording from what I'd like to do. I still haven't intentionally missed a day. There's been a few days where things just didn't upload properly, but like that aside, I've still been consistent with my uploads, and I want to keep doing that, but just with the fact that I have to do a lot of work, I still have school stuff going on, I still, you know, because I have 2 jobs, work around like 40 hours a week, plus school, adding on to it, plus trying to do this, plus trying to find times for me to not burn out, and it ends up being a lot that I'm still working on getting a bit better, and especially with me dealing with some medical things in the past few months. Also made it difficult to record, but still, it's something that I'm not really too spooked by. Something I can definitely deal with. Let's pick up Mars before I leave, because why not? I will probably just be able to keep a couple extra, I guess. But yeah, I'm well behind on recording. I usually like having, honestly, like 10 episodes in backstock even. But right past a little bit, I've pretty much had to go day by day. I'm finally getting a little bit of backstock in with this, but I need to get a lot more because finally getting stuff done to help the medical procedures, which hopefully can take care of it then. Okay, thanks for that. We should get the reads done in time thanks to these. Now we go with the Senate. Don't ask about it, you're only rubbing salt into the wound. I'll just say I didn't exactly get out unscathed, but don't trouble yourself with minor details like that. The rest of this year's homecomers we'll find out soon enough, but would you mind giving Kryder a heads up about it first? Knowing him, he'll be able to wrangle everything flawlessly as per the usual. Looks like the Ouroboros candidates have gotten a real nice boost from you guys. Boss too, truth be told. Maybe me a little tiny bit. It's nice to see that we're getting along more and more with people. Well, apparently we're too close to the elevator to go up there. Alright. Hobie? Nah, Mash is not Marge Simpson. Oh, really? Well, if that's the case, I better start preparing right away. First, I'll need to decide on a dish for the thank you banquet. I better stick to the ingredients I have already. To complete the menu, we'll need perfume herbs, thin skin, maybe some whisper tomatoes too. If we can just manage to collect those, the rest shouldn't be too hard. You can leave getting the ingredients to. I can't, like, vibrate my voice. Leave getting the ingredients. Us, we'll get them to you in time. Be really great help. I'll take care of the rest of the prep then. We got everything together. We do, yeah. I think I should have enough time to get everything ready now. Would you mind getting the message through Travis for me? Still got a bit more prep work to take care of. No worries, do what you gotta do, Homecoming. And adventures once again, oh no! He's very talented at teleportation. Very, very, very. Okay, looks like the Homecomers are moving ahead nicely with their prep. Everything's in place. We'll go ahead with the rite tomorrow and send out notices to all residents. Huh? Why'd it all be so sudden? The war situation can change in the blink of an eye, you know. You gotta go for it while the going's good. You okay with that? You better be. See you tomorrow morning in front of the founder statues. I found you space in the dormitory tonight, so you best go rest up. Thank you for that, but really, you didn't need to go through all those lengths. He's just trying to make sure we're on time properly tomorrow, yeah? Okay, bye. Oh, not so fast! I thought I told you to go rest up in the dormitory. I know you're gonna be too excited to fall asleep right away, but trust me, you're gonna need to get some sleep tonight. Hey man, you're the one who's looking all wound up and excited. You think you're just gonna sail right through this because of your youth, don't you? Don't discount the wisdom of age! Look, come on, I sent a comment to the dormitory already. Don't make me look bad, would you? Alright, Fox. Poor Travis. Snuff me. Travis is a real worrywart, ain't he? Give him a break. It's just because it's such an important event. You need a bit of stress to get things done sometimes, maybe. Homecoming with no off-season. Are you excited about it? Just a little. Me too. It's hard for me to put into words, but I really feel like this ties in neatly with our aims too. Yeah, I think so too. Let's rest for today, though, to be prepared for tomorrow's rite. Yeah, you're right. Oh, me. Very fittingly, my cat just snored. A little bit. Just a teensy bit. He snores very loudly and very cutely. Punch the ground! 2 fists! Looks like that's everyone. Chase, we good? Now we're all set to begin the homecoming ceremony. Let's go! And that's it for our 6 homecomers. Congratulations. I'm sure it's a matter of much regret, and none of you are looking forward to it, but the final part of the ceremony is next. Please reconvene at the meeting point, and the homecomers will present their offerings of thanks. That is all. Get your eating irons ready for the banquet! Alright, just gotta focus for a little bit longer. You really put a lot of work into this, huh? Sure did. When you become an adult, people are gonna demand a lot more from you. I'll get it done, guaranteed. I'll make sure I do everything I can to keep everyone safe. You say that, but how much are you willing to put on the line here? Much? Nice job out there. You really did yourselves proud, homecomers. Thank you. I hope you're all looking forward to what's coming next, too. I hope they realize their new responsibilities will not be a limited victory in battle. We'll need to leave some offspring behind so that the next generation has some link to this time. That goes for me, too. I need to consider if I can keep fighting at the front line like I am now. I mean, what's the alternative? It's time I was leaving. Miori, you alright? I'm sorry, it's nothing. I was just thinking, I need to produce some results of my own too. We need to take care of some things, so we'd better go. We'll be waiting at Chiba Canteen. Okay, we'll see you there. I don't know why, the wording of produce just kind of... ugh. It hooked me. Celia's made some new friends, it seems. When she comes back to the house, she always tells me about her day. Being in a home, a real home with a family, every day's a joy. I'm gonna hold on to what I've got here. I'm really gonna have to work hard at being a parent.
I hope everyone's getting along.
That does remind me. Miori is... oh, he's being less emotionally distant. It's Joy now. And who was Pregante? I think it was Miori that was Pregante. God, there's so many people out here. No, it was not Miori. Miori is Rosanna's buddy. Seriously, who was Pregante? Someone around these parts is Pregante. Not you, not you, not you, not you. Wasn't Olive. You, May. Not Miori. I knew it was an M name. It was May, not Miori. Also, shouts out the person to Kryto's left. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, what an occasion. No matter how many times I say it, the homecoming always hits the spot. It's a day when you can just let it all hang out. Eat, dance, be merry until your legs give way. Travis clued me in about everything. Probably owe a word of thanks to you all. No need for that, really. Kinda did it for ourselves there. Really? Well, thanks anyways. I can get a little envious of you sometimes. Forging your own path, striking out on your own. Help my son Shiner grow up to be like you in his own time. There were other people. Yeah, you. Miori was really well behaved as a child, yet no trouble at all, that one. It was welcome for us adults, but now I wonder if it made her happy to be that way. People oughtn't to just live to grant the hopes of others. They should live for themselves. Homecoming should act as a little nudge, I think, to help you really choose how you're going to spend your future. Julietta has her homecoming next year. Hope we're able to celebrate it just as grandly as this one. And after that, I dare say she'll be settling down. Gotta say, I'm thrilled that she's picked Romero for that mind. I really like how this quest is kind of like tying everything together. Another year, another ritual. My heart is light. It always leaps for joy. Now that you've helped us see this mission through, behold us, friends, in this, our finest hour. Man, is there someone in particular who'd like to see that? Why, no one else but Boxy, naturally. 'Twas she who raised this orphan boy with love. She aided me to grow up good and strong. I'll tell her once the ritual is done. Behold as I repay her loving work. The model of our bearing in this rite is Krytos as when he received the key. Such pride, such self-belief, such sweet resolve. A show the light will never see again. Aspiring Ouroboros needs such a thing to feel the future squirm within our hands, and I for one intend to seize it tight. And is Monica around? She is sadly not, it seems. Got Boxy just kind of caught up in all this. Yep. Okay. She just kind of... Her walk cycle gets stuck in with Travis, where Travis and Plane were sitting, standing, whatever. Vibing, I suppose. But we can go and drop on down. Head out to Machiba Canteen. And step on in. Probably don't have anything with Monica because she's maybe in your party. Aw, it's getting pretty lively in here. Please, this way. Yes, shouts out on that girl on left. Homecoming A, peak design right there. Come on, roll up. It really looked tasty to the max! Did you make all of this yourself? It's a sight to behold, isn't it? This has gotta be the best spread we've had here in years. Hey, so, here's why I called you over. There's something we want to give you. This is what the homecomers got. This key is for all of you. Huh? Ah, sorry, time was tight, so we didn't manage to get copies made. But the room itself is all arranged. I got Travis and Monica to pull some strings for you. You wouldn't believe how much work it was. Had to get someone to co-sign, pick a room, sort out the linens. Oh, is that why you kept so busy right until the last moment? I really appreciate this, but we don't set you folk. Yeah, and when we turn 20... Yeah, we know that. We understand. That's why we thought you should get to celebrate it in advance. Come on, just take it. Don't make me beg. It was so kind of you to hold a celebration for the homecomers here. So, let us celebrate you as well. You'll be homecomers too one day, after all. I'm speaking on behalf of every single person in the city when I say that. Everyone in the city. We have to be with you at your homecoming when the time comes. To serve as a token of that promise. So yeah, let's win this war that we're fighting to make it happen. We'll do it. We'll win it and live out what remains of our lives together, with all of you here. Well, that was clumsy. Can't just thank them directly. All I did was what the homecomers asked, that's all. Don't read too much into it, would you, Conley? It's a bit of a surprise, to be frank. Without your cooperation, this ceremony wouldn't have gone ahead. Ah, no. You don't have to treat me like a fool. Well, there are really people out there who don't want kids growing up. Baffling, right? Anyone should want them all to grow themselves and live a healthy life. Everyone should think so, regardless of their rank, regardless of their beliefs. Ah, this all made me uncomfortable. Be in agreement with the elder, that is. Really? For me, it's no big deal at all. Garrett, you always cover my blind spots for me. I appreciate it. It's something I rely on. For all your other faults, I mean. I suppose being mouthy as a young girl's right. Hey, maybe you'll hear it better if it doesn't come from a young girl. Plain, give it to him straight. Chief, is it possible you had one too many? Oh, look at you, gabby upstart. You think you're better than me, is that it? I think the kid's got a point, actually. Sorry, everyone. Mom's always like this. You don't know she's drunk until it's too late. Oh, you want to go, Julia? Just say it. Do it. I'm just gonna step back and get some water, okay? Well, I never. We all gotta work together to make a future for those who'll come after us. And I mean us two working together when I say that. Fine, but just don't start thinking you'll get any preferential treatment from me. You got that? Wouldn't dream of it. I love how everything, like, every quest that we've done ties together with Key to a New Home. The city's homecoming was held successfully. Even those who can't usually help but bicker with each other were united in congratulating the homecomers. And I imagine we've gotten some dialogues unlocked somewhere.
I hope everyone's
Probably. Somewhere. Whatever. If we did, we'll find them in the postgame, I suppose. But that will do it for this time. Next time, we take care of Colony Iota's quest. And then we actually, for real this time, go and save the world. But until then, see you guys later.